she found the key, empowering ladies, setting us free. Battle in the storm with courage and grace. Shayna's got the wisdom to help you embrace. No more relying on pills they don't know. She's got the strength to help you grow. Feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep. Feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep. Medicine shelves are emptying out. Finding real strength, that's what it's about. No more prescriptions tying you down. With Shayna's help, you'll wear the crown. Ladies, hear the call, it's time to rise. Shayna lifts the veil, opening eyes. No more shadows breaking your day. With her wisdom, fight pain away. Broken paths don't mean you're lost. Shayna shows to bear through the cost. Healing hearts one smile at a time. With Shayna, you'll shine forever and feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep. Feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep, gonna prep. Ladies and shelves are emptying out. Finding real strength, that's what it's about. No more prescriptions tying you down. With Shayna's help, you'll wear the crown. What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the finding the strength deep inside. Shayna Melissa takes us on this ride from suffering to a life so free. Her healing touch, she'll set you free.
I hear all that. Hey guys, do you sometimes let anger, anxiety, or sadness take control of the situation? Today, we're going to help you gain back the power to turn them into powerful, intuitive insights. I am Shayna Melissa Stockman, autoimmune warrior and the autoimmune expert who empowers mostly ladies to get and feel better while reducing or often eliminating their reliance on those pills. Today, we have a very, very special guest live streaming all the way from London, UK, Miss Eliana Barosco. She is a fellow intuitive healer, um, a heart attunement expert and mentor, as well as the founder of Heart of Healing Academy. Miss Ellie helps both men and women turn their emotions and feelings into powerful assets that create intuitive insights. She also helps them embrace their natural born energy healing abilities to foster strong, meaningful relationships, improve their health, and lead life that feels more heart centered and full of passion. Thank you, Miss Eliana, for being here today, all the way from the UK. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, actually. And thank you so much for having me. It is such a pleasure.
You're welcome. Totally my pleasure as well. Now, I know you specialize in heart attunement and helping women more follow their intuition and maybe their heart over their head, perhaps, as well as men. Now, can you enlighten us a little bit more on how you got into this or why this is so important?
Yes, one word, illness,
Oh,
life-threatening illness. 14 years ago, gosh, I can't believe it's 14 years. Time flies, actually, when you're having fun and when you understand who you are and where you reconnect with your true self. 14 years ago, my world came to an end. I used to work in the city of London and I used to do many hours in my corporate job. I used to be an athlete as well. And when I wasn't an athlete and working in the corporate world, I used to party all the time. That came to a halt on the 21st of December 2012, when all of a sudden I was diagnosed with a very rare form of subclavian deep vein thrombosis. And the doctors couldn't make heads or tails of it. They
wow.
blood tests, they were checking my vitals, and then couldn't find any physical, scientific reasons as to why I had developed it.
Yes.
So, as you can imagine, being someone who lived life at 120 miles an hour and beyond, my world came to a complete halt at that point because I hadn't seen it happen. And I thought, hold on a minute, how is it possible? How could this have happened to me? And then when the following weeks, obviously, I was signed off from work because my arm was paralyzed from the shoulder down. So I had a lot of time to spend on my own. And I easily fell into a very deep and intense state of depression.
Wow.
But through that state, this is where I rediscovered my true self. Because amidst a few nights of not sleeping because I had become an insomniac, thinking the same thing over and over again. Why did this happen to me? Why me? Why me? You know, that
Mhm.
deep state of victimhood that you have when you don't know
Yes.
why all of a sudden this thing is happening to you and you're looking for answers and the doctors can't give you that answers, right? And that's when I actually opened up to something else. And one moment in, I think it was 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, in the haze of insomnia and in a very early dawn in spring, all of a sudden I was hit with a message. There's always another way. You can
Mhm.
find. And I did.
for your raw, honest, transparent story, because it can inspire so many other women. I had no idea of that. For the viewers that are watching out there, DVT is deep vein thrombosis. It's a clot that often occurs in a leg, but she had one that was subclavian, which is underneath the collarbone, which is very rare because I've been a licensed healthcare pro for over 30 years. And a lot of times these clots can dislodge and cause paralysis, mini strokes, heart attacks. It's very important. A lot of healthcare professionals and a lot of entrepreneurs and women business owners, we often run ourselves into the ground and we put our body last, and we don't listen to these signals until they are so severe that we get rushed by ambulance to the hospital for emergency surgeries. So please, we want to enlighten you. Don't wait till your symptoms are so severe where you need a surgery for, I don't know, a heart attack or a bypass or anything like that. It's important to listen to your warning signs and your body right now. I see the eyeballs on us. For those of you that are tuning in live, please drop hearts, likes, comments, click that subscribe button. It will help you see our future episodes as well as support our channel at absolutely no cost to you so that our message can be shared to more viewers. Well, Eliana, thank you for sharing that. That was an aha moment. I had my own similar but different situation where I went into heart failure, and I'm like, whoa, this is my time to stop ignoring those symptoms that we were getting, thinking we're just tired, we're working too much, we're getting older. Please, ladies, listen to your body's signs and symptoms now before you get rushed to an ER and might end up with permanent, irreversible damage. I mean, I was lucky to see it coming and do certain things to help me get to where I am today. So, can you share with the viewers perhaps what's your one best piece of advice you would like to give your much younger self? Ooh,
Look
that's a
after
good
your
one.
emotions. Don't ignore your emotion. Honor your emotions. Because my DVT, the root cause of my DVT, given the fact that I couldn't find anything in the blood works, in my physical, was purely emotional, right?
Mm,
My emotions deeply buried
yes.
in my subconscious, in the tissues of my organs, that have
Yes.
caused the physical misalignment.
Yes, that's
And so honor those emotions. Don't ignore
yes.
them. This is the difference. And that's why I'm so passionate about heart attunement, because there's a difference between saying, I'm crying because something happened to me, I'm grieving because of some situation that I'm struggling to overcome, and saying, I'm going to honor myself in this very moment.
Yes.
I'm going to take care of little me crying and grieving. There is no right or wrong here. It's only what is right and wrong for you. And this is what many people really need to understand. Intuition, the real intuition that comes from the heart, is about honoring yourself, is an act of kindness. This is what I say to all of my clients. First and foremost, is an act of kindness, because intuition, when it's done properly, you learn to look after your physical health and your physical well-being. You merge the two. You stop that separation, because you probably have heard this yourself so many times. Intuition is still seen as something ethereal, ephemeral. Maybe it sits
No.
on top of your head. Maybe it sits on top of
Yes.
your right shoulder. Maybe it's your higher self. Maybe it's your soul. It is one with your body, because every emotion that you feel, every feeling is a blueprint of who you are. And your body is going to send you so many different signals.
Yes, and I would love to hear from the viewers. Did you guys ever, you were gonna do something and listen to your gut and you decided not to and you kicked yourself? Maybe it was simply grab a jacket or an umbrella, you ran out without it, and you're like, oh, I so should have done that. We know that when we don't listen to our intuition, often we're kicking ourselves because it was right. It was never going to steer us wrong. I think sometimes we need to listen to our heart more than our head, and listen to these warning symptoms. And yes, right now, since that popped up, I'm going to share with you Reclaim Your Life. A lot of times we don't listen to these warning signs and symptoms. We cough it up to getting older, our tests are normal, and they are signs and symptoms not to be ignored of a much bigger problem heading our way. It is important that you do not ignore them. We literally had locked the doors for the Reclaim Your Life, and we had a wait list, but now we opened it back up. We just opened the doors for the Reclaim Your Life Super Workshop. It's going to be all new, totally revamped. It's going to be fun, interactive, tons of content to help you, empower you to get better and feel better while helping you do so in a more natural way. You can just go to worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim and claim a no cost or VIP seat there. There are no cost seats and VIP seats, but I am limiting the number of both. And we just opened up the wait list. So snag a no cost or VIP seat now while you can. Mark your calendars for Saturday, October 3rd, October 18th in the afternoon from 12 noon to 3 p.m. EST. And VIPs are going to be getting a lot of bonuses. So thank you for sharing that. We need to listen to our intuition more. And I know it's like this. When I teach my workshops and courses, I tell them that people don't realize their anxiety really causes physical ailments. Think about it. If you're nervous before a test, right? You can get palpitations, you can get sweats, you can vomit. So we know our nerves controls our heart, our nervous system, our intestine. But by the same token, we have to have a healthy gut and a healthy heart because it sends signals back to the nervous system. People don't realize that it's a two-way street. So we have to have um, a, a good mental status so that our heart can be healthier, our gut can be healthier, and we need a healthy heart and gut so that we can have a good nervous system as well. So Ellie, I'd like to ask you this. Can you give us some pro tips? Maybe we always choose our brain over our listening to our heart because sometimes the two battle each other and we don't know which one should win. I really want to do this, but it's expensive, but I'm tired. And how do we know when we should let our intuition and our heart win and when we should listen to our brain?
That's a very good question. And I get that asked that so many times because I walked that path, right? And at the beginning, my thoughts and my emotions were all over the place. So how do you know? There's nothing wrong with intellect and reason. We need that, right? We need that to do math. We need that to make decisions and choices. Right? But in reality, that's only part of the work that we do on this planet. We need intuition because intuition is that knowing, and intuition doesn't speak as loud as your thoughts and your feelings. Intuition whispers, but intuition, you know it because it just comes to you like that. Oh, yeah, yes. And you feel so good when you get that message. You feel, this is brilliant. That's it.
Yes.
Eureka. But you can only get there, as you said 10 seconds ago, if you learn to relax. There is no other way. You cannot be intuitive and with a triggered nervous system at the same time. It doesn't work. One naturally negates the other. So you need to make a daily practice, even for a few minutes a day. You don't have to be floating or meditating for hours. No one is going to ask you that because you have a busy day. But you have to make the conscious choice of saying to yourself,
Yes.
I'm going to pause now. So your body begins pausing with you. You send a clear message to your body to say, we're going into the state where we're going to relax. And then you begin observing your breath. You begin observing your thoughts, your feelings. You put yourself on the observation deck, which is the space, the secret space of the voice of
Yes.
the heart. And
I
then you ask the question, what is it that you need to know about something? And let it come to you. Make that practice of being in the flow with the intuition, of allowing for what that special message is for you to come to you.
I love that. A lot of times we're always like, I'm going to ask my mom because she has the mother's intuition. But what we need to realize is that we too have that intuition, but maybe we weren't using it because we were just looking at our moms for that mother's intuition. So it's important to listen to our intuition. So far to date, my intuition has never been wrong. And whenever I didn't listen to it, I regretted it. So I'm going to listen to it more. But like Ellie says, I'm going to stop, pause, listen to what my brain whisper is telling me, and then analyze and make an informed, educated decision. So thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Patricia Nolan, for viewing in, fellow adult nurse practitioner, and Liz. Thank you, guys. Um, and there's a lot of times with my intuition where I'm like, I am so insightful and intuitive, and I'm saying things before anyone else is. And then they're having me almost second guess. Like, I'm like, wait, is this right? And it turns out I listened to my intuition and I was always right. And when I didn't, I usually regretted it. So I think we need to listen to our intuition more. Oh, time's up. Say by the bell. Ellie, are you there? Yes. And can you give us a pro tip or two, like maybe how we can turn that anger or sadness or anxiety into an intuitive insight? Sometimes we act in an anger moment or an anxious moment when we really shouldn't. Sometimes what I learned is instead of a quick reaction, like you said, stop, pause, because if you act in anger, you might regret what you're going to say or do. Ah, you're most welcome, Patricia. And I think sometimes, like Ellie says, stop and pause. When we get in that anxious moment or that angered moment, we need to stop, pause, and think, okay, what I'm about to say or do, if I had waited 5 minutes, would I have said or done that? And if not, maybe just not say or do that.
Think of a crossroads. In that moment when you have your anger and you feel like you want to throw up the middle finger at that person that said something to you, so reacting to something that they said, a natural reaction, right? Which is not from the heart. You're at a crossroad. And in the very moment, you're creating two separate spiritual timelines, right? This is what you need to ask yourself. Not follow your heart, because that's a very generic question, but you need to ask yourself one thing. Where is your heart in this conversation, in this situation, in this
Yes.
problem, in this project? Because the thing with heart intuition, when you tap into it, it looks after your life force energy. Life force energy is the most precious thing. If you have no life force energy, you can't take your kids to school. You can't finish the project at work. You can't go to the gym. You cannot do anything.
Yes.
So that crossroad, in that moment, you have the choice to go with the anger and get your life force energy depleted because you just reacted with the same energy that the person threw in your direction. Or you can pause and just ask yourself, you can put a hand on your heart and say, where's my heart? That is going to give you that moment to pause and say, hold on a minute, we are regrouping the heart, which is the central intelligence of your intuition, with your life force energy, with your body, with your physiology, and you give yourself the time. And that's all you need. Being intuitive is being in the flow with your emotions and with the life force energy, because if you're forcing yourself to do or something where your heart isn't behind it, you are just going to deplete
Yes.
yourself,
You
and you're
just
going to
gave
be operating from the mind.
Yes,
That's it.
you just gave me an aha moment. So I want to respond first to a couple comments we had. Liz said, "Oh, this is so good. Send this to a couple of friends who really need empowerment." Yes, guys, click that share button, click that subscribe button, drop hearts, likes, comments, and questions, and we have the capabilities to stream them live across the stream and address them in real time. And Ellie just gave me an aha moment, and perhaps that's why I left traditional medicine is it wasn't in tune and alignment. And I was watching many patients who were treated the best they could to still in traditional uh, healthcare system still get worse and worse and worse and need more meds and get worse and worse and worse. So I had to follow my heart, follow my intuition, and I know there's other ways I can help them that really lights my fire, where I see phenomenal results of symptom reduction or elimination, as well as the prescription elimination. So since I followed my sacred heart, and that was actually a chapter I wrote in the book, I am much happier. I look at a lot of other healthcare pros that might not be that happy working in the traditional sick care system because they're stuck with rules and regulations and know that there's a better way. So, Ellie, are you still with us right now? I want to
I
ask
am
you. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, I had left the sick care system because I was sick of the patients staying sick, even though they did the best known treatments known to man. And now I do things my way, and I seem to be getting phenomenal results. And just to share my quick story, because it did lead into it, I was like you. I was like, oh my God, I'm really bad off health wise. I got to put my career on hold and take care of me. And I noticed after being a licensed healthcare pro for over 30 years, all the autoimmune patients, no matter which diagnosis they had or whichever doctor or med they went on, they were all meant to have a weakened immune system purposely so it didn't. So those people were sick more often, sick longer, gaining weight, having thinner bones, getting more pain, and then getting side effects and needing more meds. So when I was diagnosed with my own multiple autoimmune disorders, including heart failure and MS, I did not want the treatment the patients were getting because I would end up with the results the patients were getting. Fast forward, I did things totally differently. I have no more symptoms, no more flare ups in years, and I take absolutely no meds. So I hope to let people know that the only way you can make an informed, educated decision is if you are aware of all treatment options possible. And now I enlighten fellow healthcare pros about all available options so that they can offer them to their patients and make truly informed decisions. And I want to leave on a light note because we're coming up near closing. Can you give us one fun fact about you? Oh, and then I'll get to that. Is there a fun fact that most people don't know that you'd like to share?
So some of my friends, when my friends say, well, I'm a salsa dancer anyway. So
Oh,
that is something that I love. I go dancing with my friends, with my partner, but also I'm just happy to have a little dance in the kitchen. And that really lightens the mood for hours on end anyway. Whatever I'm going through, a little dance really brings me to the space of the heart. But the
woohoo.
other thing I do is, and this is what many of my friends say, that I'm a builder trapped in the body of a woman. Yes, ladies and gents, there are many ways of doing meditation and connecting to the heart. The one way I do it, because I've been doing this for years, is actually meditate as I do my DIY. I'm a honestly, I love doing my DIY because to me it's so building, and you don't find many women that are so into their DIYs, right? Normally they get their partners to do it or they hire someone like I used to when I used to work in the corporate world. To me, this is my Zen moment. I just love to take stuff
Nice.
apart and build it.
Ah,
And then sometimes when I had to release a new course, think of a new masterclass for what I
yes.
do, I just think, okay, let's paint this. Oh, okay, let's do something here. Let's renovate. And boom, all my ideas
Nice.
start coming. So that is just another powerful way. And I do invite people actually to find their unique way to channel their own inner
Yes.
voice. Because it doesn't mean that you have to just meditate, sit there in the lotus position. There is so many ways you can do it. It's just to try and find your own unique
Love
way.
it. And that's another commonality or parallel we have is I love to tell people about my 4 minute happy dance. We're all busy 5,000 million things, but out of 1,440 minutes in a day, you are worthy, you are deserving to take at least four. Pick a song that helps uplift you and just dance to de-stress, release a couple endorphins. So I call it a 4 minute happy dance. So ladies, no matter how busy you are worthy and deserving of 4 minutes 4-minute happy dance a day equals 24 extra hours of activity you would not have had. And I want to share this for viewer, fellow nurse practitioner Patricia that's on. Maybe I will see you at the annual Nurse Practitioner Awards coming up. And I'd like to give a very special shout out because this year's recipient of that award is a former student that I had mentored, Kristen. And Kristen Proback actually just thanked me for inspiring her to become an RN, and she just won NP of the Year. So congratulations, Kristen, and maybe fellow NP Patricia, I will see you at the upcoming awards. And I do want to share, actually, oh my God, we're running out of time. I want you to share, I think you have a special gift for the viewers. Tell us in a quick minute what it is and the best link they can get a hold of it, and we'll share the link across the screen as well. I think it's a really
So
cool gift.
So you can find me on my website, lightfrequencies.co.uk. And what I like to share is a 30-minute video, which is called Boundaries from the Heart. And this is what is going to help you build strong, energetic boundaries with the people in your life and give your relationships a makeover. Because the video will help you to embody 5 significant truths to build strong boundaries that forge genuine relationships with people. That is going to culminate in a 10-minute powerful heart activation that will show you exactly what happens when you mentally connect with people, exactly what happens when you fire up certain emotions and feelings. So it will tell you what you're thinking, where your body and where your goes instead. And you can bridge that
Nice.
together in this 10-minute activation. So go ahead and try it. You won't regret it.
Nice. So that's lightfrequencies.co.uk. And if you want the exact full link, so you don't have to search around the website, I believe it's lightfrequencies.co.uk/boundaries from the heart. Boundaries from the heart. That is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I have a free gift for the viewers too. It's time for you to reclaim your life because you are worthy. You are deserving. Thank you guys for tuning in. Click that like, heart, subscribe button. Please share this with those your friends and family that you know can benefit from this. And I want to move over to the free gift that I have for them as well, the Reclaim Your Life Super Workshop. It is all new content this time. It's going to be fun and interactive, and it is going to be Saturday, October 18th in the afternoon, I believe 12 noon to 3 p.m. EST. There's going to be bonuses and perks and a VIP option. We just opened the wait list up. There are free and VIP seats available. We are limiting both free and VIP seats so that everyone gets an awesome experience. And you can claim your no cost or VIP seat now at worldwellnessexpert.com. Reclaim. I highly encourage you because so many people are asking me all the time, how come you're not in pain anymore? How come your hair is thicker? How come you're back to your ideal weight? How do you have so much energy to dance all night long? And I want to show you, but I can't stop and individually reply to each and every person because there's not enough hours in the day and I need to have a life too. So I created this super workshop where I can put many people on once to create a deeper impact, spread my message quicker, and give you more information than individually with each person. So please don't reach out to me individually. Join the workshop. It will save me time. It will give you more of my time and at no cost. Mark your calendars, October 18th, Saturday, October 18th, 12 to 3 p.m. EST time, but you have to reserve your no cost or VIP seat now at worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim. The VIP is going to have a lot of cool perks and an extra session, a live Q&A with hot seat, the 20-page digital and printable Reclaim Your Life blueprint, and some cool recipes and a lot of other cool things. And woohoo, it's going to be good. All right, guys. So, Ellie, I thank you very much for coming here all the way for live streaming from London, UK, and I'm all the way from New York. We want to thank the viewers for sticking it out the full half hour, for participating, for dropping hearts, comments, subscribing, for getting our free claim them now. They're free. There's absolutely no obligation. So worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim is for mine. And to get Ellie's lightfrequencies.co.uk. And you can even add the /boundaries from the heart. So I thank you, Ellie, very, very, very much. Any final words?
Yes,
There it is.
your heart, your heart knows. And true healing begins and ends in the heart. Remember that.
Oh,
Never doubt the power of your heart energy to guide you. Never doubt it. It's your very
yes.
best friend. So
Yes.
cherish that connection, cherish that relationship. It's the best relationship you'll ever have with yourself.
You're right. It has never steered me wrong yet. So listen to your heart. Listen to your head too, but maybe follow the heart a little more than the head. Ah, thank you, Patricia. All right, guys. Listen to your heart. Follow your intuition so you don't end up kicking yourself and regretting it. And subscribe to Gifts, and we'll see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. Be well, biohack, and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Been a pleasure.
Finding the strength deep inside. Shayna Melissa takes us on this ride from suffering to a life so free. Her healing touch.